Hello guys, Crypto. I've got a new update on my indicator Crypto Ultimate package. If you haven't got it yet, you will see in this video I'll explain to you how to get it. What this indicator basically is, it's great for leverage traders, whether it's crypto or stocks. This works for both, okay? You don't have to have a premium version of TradingView. You can use it with your free version. It also contains moving averages, so you do have a big bundle of different indicators into one, okay? So it doesn't clog up your space in the TradingView, because you do have a limited slots if you don't pay for premium. So I'm gonna show you in this video how to use it, what's been added, basically the best way to make money with this indicator. Right, so this one is mostly for the leverage traders, okay? So when you get the indicator, what you can do is you can go to the settings, okay? And in the settings, most likely you should have everything ticked on in the style and in the input. If not, what really interests you is you want to have this one on, that one on. You can switch off the ATR. It's not necessary for that. Sorry, that's my daughter screaming. You want to have a buy and sell toggle on. You can switch the 20, the 50, keep these two on. So that's the moving averages. I like to use the 209. You can switch off the panel labels, labels on the price scale, and the values. You don't really need that. The less mess obstructions on the chart, the better, okay? And in the inputs, have everything on as it is. So if it looks like that, you're good to go. You can click on the defaults and save that as a default. So the next time you open your TradingView, this is how your indicator is gonna look, okay? If at any time you want to switch it on and off, you have this little eye over here. You just click on it, and that's gonna switch it off and switch it on, okay? Right, so once you've got that, so what it is, with this indicator, you still do need a little bit of knowledge regarding the technical analysis, okay? So whenever you have a buy signal, you only use that when you have the uptrend, okay? So you want to long whenever that appears, and you want to only long with the trend. So if the trend is going up, 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 that's where you want to. When you see the buy signal somewhere here, that's where you want to long, okay? When you have the downtrend and this S sell signal is gonna appear, you want to short, okay? You don't want to, like for example here, you don't want to buy in the downtrend. You can see this is the downtrend. You have a higher, lower highs and higher lows. That's why you don't want to use this signal, because what it's gonna do is when you have the downtrend, okay, when you have the downtrend like this, if the buy signal appears, you can only long this tiny short move, and you don't want that, okay? You rather go with the short on top of the move and just ride it all the way down until the downtrend ends, okay? So this is how you use it. You long when in the uptrend, short in the downtrend, okay? Anyway, how to enter the positions. And by the way, this buy and sell signals, they only work on the 1 hour time frame, okay? It doesn't work on the 4, doesn't work on the 12, only 1 hour, and I'll explain you later why. So this is for a high leverage, quick in and out. Like literally those trades might take from 3 to 4 hours to maybe 2-3 days at max. If you're lucky, if you really catch the bottom, you can then ride the whole trend, the whole move that's gonna last days or weeks, okay? But it's basically designed to have a quick in and out. This is basically for the day traders. So for example, the buy signal or the sell signal is only gonna appear when the candle closes, okay? So, for example, like we do have this buy signal right here. It's not, you're not gonna be able to enter a position on this candle because it only appears when the candle closes above this line, okay? That's when you will see a buy signal. So what you have to do is you have to enter on the next one, okay? So this is where you enter your long position. Your stop loss, if you go high leverage, you want to have a tight stop loss so you don't lose too much money in case the trade goes wrong. So your stop loss is basically just below the wick of this candle, okay, of the previous buy candle. So that's where your stop loss goes. And do you see this green line? So whenever it's gonna signal a buy signal, this line is gonna turn green. And as long as this line stays green, that's how long your trade will last, okay? So basically your trade would last up to this point. This is where you get the red candle. This is where you exit the trade, right here. Let's just see this whole move. So if you would enter the trade right here, this whole move would give you 3.5%. That's 3.5% move without any leverage. If you apply like 50x leverage, that's over 150 or 160% move. So you basically double and a half the money that you put in. So if you put 150, you got 250 by the end of this trade. Your downside, because obviously the trade might go the other way, okay? Your downside is only 0.7%. So if you go with a 50x leverage, that's a good question. That's going to be like 35%. Yeah, 35% or something like that. The risk-reward ratio on this trade is basically 5. So that's for every $1 lost, you might gain 5. So that's really good odds, okay? So this is how it works. Another buy signal, if you would enter on this candle, you would just ride the wave up to here. I mean, if you know what you're doing with the technical analysis, you probably just take some profit on this candle because you can see how overbought it is. So it was a little bit obvious that this is gonna retrace back, okay? So you do need some technical analysis to know when to exit the trade, okay? But this indicator is gonna give you really good entries, okay? Same with the sell signals. Basically, anytime it closes below this line, that's where you enter the short, stop below the candle, and you just ride the way down. So it does work both ways. And now, the way I like to use it is I like to combine it with two other indicators. So I just don't rely solely on the buy and sell signals, which you can, but if you want to increase the chances of basically making the best money and increasing the chances of winning the trades, you can also use these are three indicators. One is called stochastic RSI, stoch RSI right here, and the other one is MACD. So I like to use it, like for example, this buy signal is a perfect entry right here, guys. On the MACD, you can see those two lines crossed from the bottom to the upside, which suggests there's gonna be upside. Same right here, you do have the momentum. You can see it's right here, okay? You can see the lines pointing to the upside. Guys, this is like a perfect entry, and this whole trade would last you 2 days and 19 hours. Okay, so this is the way it works. It also, you can use it without buy and sell signals. That's something else. That's the upgraded version of this indicator. You can also, if you just go to the settings of this indicator, if you switch off the bar colors, switch off the ATR trading stop loss, buy, sell. You do have like moving averages here, and if you press OK, this is another way of using this indicator. So this line, the red line, is basically working as a support and as a resistance. If you add the buy and sell signals to it, buy and sell, you basically, so whenever you below this line, okay, that's where you want to long. Whenever you break below this, that's when you want to short. So you can use that line also with the buy and sell signals. But to be honest with you, I think the new update, the one I just did, switch that one on. So this version, I think combined with the stochastic RSI and the MACD is like, guys, it's working so well. Obviously, you will get like odd signal here and there, okay? So you do need a little bit of knowledge, like I said, the technical analysis. Like another trick that I like to use with it. So for example, let's take this trade. I like this trade, okay? Let's take this trade for example, okay? Whenever I break above this crypto value line, okay, see this zigzaggy line, whenever I break above this and I'm longing, that's why I'm moving my stop loss above entry. So at this point I can't lose, okay? It's a free trade. Even if the trade goes to shit, it's gonna get stopped in profit. So yeah guys, I'm using this indicator almost daily. As you can see, we post all the winning and losing trades in the Discord. So if you would like to get this indicator, what you can do is in the video description there's going to be a link to Discord, and in the Discord you have to buy the range of VIP, which is 30 quid a month. You can just join for a month, and what you will get is you will get access to all the signals that we do, stocks, crypto. We do have some information from other groups as well that we do share inside the Discord. And also you will get the indicator. Even if you decide to leave after the first month, you will still have the indicator with you, so you can just use it whenever you like. Leave a like, subscribe, and until the next one. Cheers. Bye.